So you don't want to come to the UK after all the money spent in coming to this country for a healthcare job, then at the end of the day you've been deported. As a UK healthcare assistant, I'm going to tell you that honestly in this job it's never easy. There is a good, bad and ugly part of this job, and that is why I always say people, you're always hustling to get a healthcare assistant job, you're always hustling to get senior care job, you're always hustling to get support job. Ask yourself, do you genuinely like this job? Do you think you can cope with what you see in this job? Hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please do not forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love, thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So on this channel I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So in today's video we're going to be talking about care workers face deportation after being charged with slapping and punching. Working as a UK healthcare assistant, I must say it's never easy. I know that some of us learn in this job. Me as a person, I learned on the job. When I started this job, I never have experience. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Nigerian living here in the UK. When I came to the UK, my first job was never a care job. It was in 2019 I started working as a healthcare assistant. And honestly, the experience was not easy. Yeah, it was not easy. I worked for agency before I got a permanent job, and this job, it has been the best so far. I mean, like where I work at the moment, that has been the best so far, to be honest. We don't have much clients. If you have tested agency work and you get the permanent job where you now have 5 clients, sometimes 4 clients, sometimes 6 clients, 5, 4, you understand that being an agency worker, there's some homes you go to, you ask yourself, why did I apply for this job? I mean, like, why are they paying us this amount they are paying us? Like this, I feel like some homes that you work, that £10 they are paying you is not worth it. Like, after all the things you will do in that home, you still get £10 for what? And that is why I always say this. If you're a UK healthcare assistant, try to do 1 or 2 training. Go for seniors. Become a senior. For those of you that don't know, there's some senior carers, they pay £16. Agency 360, I mean, I don't think they sponsor. 360, I don't think they sponsor, but they pay their senior carer £16 per hour. So why not just do MVQ level 3 and become a senior? And then if your agency is sending you up and down, at least you know that the job you're doing is worth it. You don't have to be a carer, and just except if the job is a chill job. Like, I mean, if the job you're doing is not too bad, if they pay you £10, I think it's not too bad then. But if the job you're doing is more than £10, like, please go and do MVQ and at least become a senior and do the little training that needs doing and become a senior. That is what I would encourage you. But like I said, if you're doing a job that is not hard, most of this support work honestly is not really hard, but there are a lot attached to it, because if anything happens to that person you're supporting, you'll be in trouble. And I always say this, sometimes this care job is not the problem, sometimes it's the staff themselves. It's true that you're supporting a client, and this client sometimes will punch you, because honestly there's some aggressive clients. Even you sometimes you'll be like, oh god, this person is not supposed to be in a care home, this person is supposed to be in a mental health unit somewhere around. I'm not being rude, but some of those people are not even supposed to be in a care home, and they'll end up putting them in a care home, and they are so aggressive. And when something happens, sometimes it's true that sometimes you get compensation for that, or 1 or 2 things for that, but sometimes they don't even do nothing to you. They'll be like, okay, this person is not on his right senses, or this person don't have the mental capacity to do this or do that. At the end of the day, you just take the pain, you bury the pain in you. On the other hand, there are other elderly people that don't have any problem. They don't abuse staff. And this set of people, is sad that sometimes the staff take advantage of them. Just, pinching, beating them, which is not nice. If you're not happy on this job, it's simple. You resign. Healthcare job is not for everybody. I must say this. Yes, some clients abuse staff, but the truth is that you know that these people don't know what they are doing, and you sign for this job. So it's simple. When you're not happy, you leave. So I have been there. I have experienced such things. But when you're saying this, people feel like, oh, this person is just trying to discourage me. I say this care job, there's good, there's bad, and ugly part of this job. But the question is that, are you ready for the ugly side of this job? If yes, then that is fine. I have made a video where I talked about how I was told to wash a dead body, and I was like, I mean, how where I come from, when you see a dead body, they'll say turn your back. I mean, like I've never seen like a real proper dead body on bed or anywhere until I came to the UK. That's when I've seen dead body. And sometimes to be honest, you can be in a ship and a client die. They might tell you
clean the body.
and it just depends on the manager. You can tell the manager, please, you're not comfortable doing it. You know, you tell them the reason why you're not comfortable doing it, and they might ask another senior to do it. Like in the past, it has happened to me because I was just imagining, how am I going to wash this body? But like I said, it just depends on the manager. After explaining to her why I cannot do it, she assigned someone else. But in some organization, there's no even manager to tell the manager that you cannot do it. You have to do it. Some person is saying it's not true. It's not true. Like, when did you start the care job that it's not true? You are lucky that where you are working is okay. Do you get? You're just lucky that it's okay. But there's some care homes you work, and if anything happens to the client, you guys will have to dress the client before the ambulance will come. I mean, even the Oyibo people that we're working with, they're not seeing it as anything. They are not. They are even happy doing it, you know. They will clean and say, oh, bless you. They will even kiss the dead body, you know, because it's nothing. This is the job they signed for. But because some of us from other part of the country see it as a big deal, we'll be like, I cannot do this. You understand what I'm trying to say? I have worked with a student nurse where I work, and she was telling me, and she was explaining to me that being a student nurse is not easy. She was just explaining to me how they wash dead body, arrange it, and she was just explaining. I was like, hey, how is it? You know, we're just gisting. So being a carer is just like you being a nurse. It's just that nurses, I mean, they went to uni, they did some, you know, 1 or 2 things to become a nurse, while you are just healthcare assistant. And honestly, as a carer, honestly, I feel like they just need to increase that money they are paying us, because the job we do is a lot. And that's why I encourage you, become a senior so that you get something better. Anyways, fast forward to this article. A care worker is facing a deportation after being charged with slapping and punching 2 elderly women in a nursing home. Redma is set to stand a trial next month on 3 separate charges of attacking the residents on the outskirts of Glasgow. The 31-year-old has also been served with deportation papers and could be forced to return to her native Bangladesh
if she is convicted.
It is alleged that she punched a 93-year-old woman on the body and pinched and twisted her cheeks. The offense are claimed to have taken place at Wilmington Nursing Home. She is also alleged to have slapped an 88-year-old woman on her head at home. So you see, all of this, before they will serve you paper in this country, they must have, you know, investigation will carry on, no, and you'll be working. Sometimes you might not be working. Sometimes they will suspend you while they are carrying investigation. Then after, boom, they'll bring the paper, and then they'll decide. I like the fact that they don't rush things in this country. Whatever happens, investigation must take place, you know, before making a total decision. So this lady now, I don't know what the elderly people have done to her, but you can't blame them. 1, some of them are not even happy to be in a nursing home. 2, some of them might be medical reasons. Some of them have dementia. And you watching me as a healthcare assistant, you already know the possibility that you're going to see this in care homes, nursing home. You know, you already know there's a possibility that you're going to see all of that. So when you see all of that, I think you should just take these people as your own. If it's were to be your grandma or your mom, will you pinch her? Will you slap her? You will see some of this. And again, if you're a healthcare assistant, I'll always advise this. Look, if you're working, because you don't want any problem, if you're working, there's something we call body map. So when they're handing over a client to you, make sure you check the body, make sure there's no mark, there's no bruise, because sometimes you might not even do anything to this client. They'll be like, okay, when you finish it, we saw a bruise, we saw a this, and you'll be like, how? When I came in, I saw that same sign, or I saw that same bruise on the body. They'll be like, okay, who did you show? So you as a healthcare assistant, you have to be very careful. You have to be very vigilant, because you don't want anybody to accuse you of what you are not. So these things are the things you should be careful. In care homes, you see people beating clients, pinching them. Like, you have to be very careful. Some homes, they put hidden cameras, and at the end of the day, you know, they capture people doing that. Like, if you cannot do the job, or if a particular client is frustrating you, you can tell the manager, you know, this is what I'm facing and all of that. But you will now pinching the client, beating them, slapping them. What will you gain? Like, what will you gain? Like this person that is facing deportation, this person is even lucky. So some person will have to be jailed. After being jailed, they will not send them to their country, and you can see this person is not even a citizen. I don't know how long she has been working as a carer, or she just came in. She's from Bangladesh. That's why I say some of these people coming in, they don't understand the assignment, they don't understand the job, they don't understand what is in this role. I always say this: you have to be a very patient person to work as a carer. I'm going to say you the honest truth. You have to be a very patient person. Anyways, we've come to the end of today's video. If you find this video informative and interesting, do not forget to do the needful: like, subscribe, and share. Leave me a comment, your thought on all of this. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.